everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Holly Matthews and I am a self-development coach, a speaker, the founder of the Happy Me Project, and I'm also a mom of two girls, Brooke, who is 9, and Texas, who is 7. And today I'm feeling like I just need to crawl back into bed. I'm wearing my needy t-shirt and jumper, even oversized jumper. I have my hot water bottle, I have a cup of coffee, and that's just the state of play today. And before I started filming this, I was like, I should probably change this t-shirt and like hide the hot water bottle and like, but then I just thought, well, the whole point of this channel is that I be authentic and show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So today I'm feeling extremely meh. That's how I'm feeling. And that's not the best way to start a YouTube video, but it's reality. It's 2020 and the emotions are up and down. And in my household with two girls, there is a lot of emotion, believe me. There's a lot of emotion going on in this household, and it has taken its toll over the last week. I think that we have gotten to the point in this year where we've all been managing our stuff a lot, and there's been these highs and lows throughout the year, and I'm the most resilient person. Like I can go from one moment where I feel like really flat and sad and like all weepy and that, to the next moment being absolutely fine. So I have a good bounce back, but I just think recently it's been really challenging. In my house, you can tell if you watch this channel normally, I'm in a different space. I'm actually in my kitchen. And the reason for that is I currently am a nomad in that I don't have an office anymore, which I know having an office in your house is a luxury. I appreciate that. I know my own privilege. I've created a lovely little life for myself. But I did have an office upstairs in my house, but recently we've converted it. I'm going to do a video on this channel to show the transformation of my office into a kid's bedroom. So my oldest daughter's decided that she wants her own space now, and so we've converted the office in probably 2 weeks. I think it's taken me 2 weeks to turn it around, and I'm impressed with myself. For starters, I have done it on my own. I did consider getting people in and paying people to do it, and then I thought, do you know what? I can do this. I can take the shelves off and I can polyfiller the walls and I can do stuff, and if I don't know how to do it, I'll YouTube it, which I did, because I did not know how to take raw plugs out of the wall without busting up the wall. I still bust up the wall, but I polyfilled the wall. But you know, it was quite nice for me to be able to do that stuff on my own. There's a satisfaction, isn't there, in doing something yourself. So that's happened in the last few weeks, and I'm currently doing my coaching program, the You Got This Academy, which I am going to do again. So those of you that have messaged me and want to know more about that, I'm going to open the door to new students. It's a 6-week coaching program, and I'm going to open the door in February again. So it's kind of in my head now. So if you guys want to know more about that, you can let me know. But I'm doing that at the moment. I've got some amazing clients right now. There's just lots of things happening. But here in the UK, we're gone into lockdown again in November. So it's suddenly that I've got all of this stuff to do, and I have had all of this stuff to do in the house, and the house is a bit of a mess because now all of the stuff that was in the office is now downstairs and all over the place, and I'm kind of flitting from one room to the next until I can get my office. So I've bought myself an office garden, which again I know is a lovely luxury to have, and I know not everybody's in that position by any stretch. So please do not feel the need to bring out the tiny violins for me. I don't feel sorry for myself at all. It's just a bit of a turnaround, but I also appreciate that no matter what somebody's circumstances, you also have, you know, your days when it's just that bit harder. And so this morning and probably the last couple of days, it's just been more challenging in my house and the things that are going on, and it adds, doesn't it? And so I know that there's many of you out there that are going through all kinds of stuff, whether that be job losses and money troubles and breakups and losses and grief, and thinking about Christmas and missing your people and all of that stuff. So the reason I always try to share where I can the things that I have going on is because I don't want you to ever feel like you see me come on here and give you tips about mindset and positive mindset stuff, and you know, talk about stuff as if it's like I'm not ever going through things myself and that I'm always super strong, because I'm not. And I've cried today, which is why I look all puffy, and it's just frustration. And on the flip side of that though, what I have learned in my time doing self-development is that you can train yourself to have really good bounce back and clarity and perspective. And so even when I'm having moments of the house is a mess and it all feels a bit overwhelming and I miss my people and, you know, I've got all this stuff to do, even when I have those moments, sometimes within an hour I can flip that round. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes a few days, or you know, you need to sit in your needy t-shirt and have a hot water bottle, although I have a hot water bottle all the time, let's be honest. But sometimes it takes that little bit longer. But what you can do by learning the tools of self-development is that you learn to bounce back and you gain perspective. And I look and I go, all of my things that I've got going on in my head and all of the overwhelm or stresses or, you know, painful things in my world, I can also look at other people that might have it worse off, or I can look at and go, but actually the things that I'm let's look at the office thing. I mean, for God's sake, what a Western world problem. Boo hoo, I haven't got an office right now, so my house is a mess, but I'm also buying a garden office. I can hear the privilege in it. It's not like I'm like, I don't get it, but I also understand that no matter where people are in financial pecking order or what you're doing, I don't know what that even means, but you know what I'm saying is that somebody could be a multi-millionaire and still have a crap day. Somebody can be living on the street and have an amazing day. It doesn't really work like that, and so that's why we have to remind ourselves that sometimes, and that's why I talk about this stuff on here. So really, this video is merely an update as to what's going on. I've had some amazing stuff happen over the last few weeks, just working with some incredible one-on-one clients. My You Got This Academy team are brilliant, love that. Had some nice times with my daughters as well. We've done some nice things. We took a pumpkin out and smashed it to bits, which was fun, and we've played in the park a lot, and we've done lots of good things around the house, and actually largely there's been loads of good stuff. I think overall, just like everybody else, we're also navigating, you know, what do we do over Christmas? Do we see friends and family? We would love to go up to Newcastle and see my lot up there, because we tend to alternate Christmases, and really strictly speaking, we would be up there this year. My mum and dad have had COVID. Sorry, my mum has, my dad didn't. She was absolutely fine. She actually had no symptoms whatsoever. So they're fed up because they've been in isolation, and then they've come out of isolation and they're in lockdown. So they're a bit fed up with that and missing everybody. And they're also very lucky. They live in the countryside. So they've got lovely space and everything as well. So I guess, I don't even know what this point of this video is, but just to remind you that if you're going through it right now and you're feeling overwhelmed and sad and you don't even necessarily know why, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Be kind to yourself. Get out your hot water bottle, snuggle up with a blanket, watch Netflix in your pants and eat chocolate, and be kind to yourself as you work out the next stage, as you work towards the next good thing, because there's always something good on the horizon. There is always something good just around the corner. So if you're feeling rubbish right now, just remember that. Remember that there's always something good. The sore bit, the painful bit, the bit where you feel like frustrated or angry, that's a small part of your life. Because there'll be a time in your life that you can remember prior to this when you didn't feel amazing, and then you worked through it, and then you had a moment where you did feel really good, and then maybe you had another rubbish moment, because that's life and that's the way it works. But I want you to remember, when you're in your darkest moments where you're like, I don't know how to get through this bit, just know in the core of you that you can, and you will, and you're made of stronger stuff than you realize. And I'm sending you loads of love. And I love seeing your comments. I know I'm proper rubbish on when I post and when I don't, and I do my best, and I give myself a break when I can't do it. And yeah, So let me know where you're at in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. 1 to 10, 1 being rubbish, 10 being amazing. How are you feeling today? Let me know in the comments. And I'm just sending you loads of love. And remember that every week, I do still go live in my Facebook group, and I do a drop in on a Monday, 10 a.m. and you're always invited, and the links will be below this as well. So I will speak to you all very soon. Peace.